Hello and welcome. You're watching News9 Live. My name is Pankaj Mishra. With me is my colleague Sudha Sadanand. And this evening we are discussing the front page of RSS mouthpiece, The Observer. The Organiser, I beg your pardon, in its latest edition has put a cover photo taking a potshot at India's grand old party, the Indian National Congress. The cover photo reads, Congress Chhodo, Bharat Jodo, which is also an indirect jibe at Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. This comes amidst the continuous exodus of stalwarts from the Congress party, which includes likes of Kapil Sibal, Jyotiraditya Scindia and Ghulam Nabi Azad, and more recently, former Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Kiran Kumar Reddy, Anil Antony, who is the son of, again, a Congress stalwart, A.K. Antony, who was the former defense minister, who deserted the Congress camp. So these were the names who have left the Congress camp as of now. Sudha, obviously, in these electoral times, looks like for Congress, it is a tough time. And to keep the house in order, well, it looks like for them, the decision has to be made now because it's getting too late as far as the election season is concerned.
You know, what really is very strange, Pankaj, is that we know that RSS calls itself a socio-cultural organization.
Right.
It has always said that we are not into politics. We do not influence political decisions of allied partners, whether it is, you know, the BJP or others. But suddenly, the mouthpiece making such a political statement, you know, ki, Bharat Jodo or Congress Chhodo. That is what is very surprising, that what is the need? Because if you are calling yourself a socio-cultural outfit with no involvement in politics, why at this juncture? Because, you know, let's all remember that Mr. Modi had anyway spoken about Congress Mukt Bharat.
Right.
तो मुझे इन दोनों चीजें में कुछ अलग नहीं दिख रहा है पंकज. I mean, it seems pretty much the same thing.
Well, we are also joined by Tehseen Poonawala and Raj Lakshmi. Obviously, both the guests need no introduction. And thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Tehseen, let me begin with you first. As Sudha says, there's not much difference the way the BJP has been attacking the Congress. Now, the RSS mouthpiece too has taken a pot shot at the Congress. But being an apolitical body, RSS, which it claimed to be, so why now? Why such a direct attack on Congress?
Because I always say one thing about the RSS. It is an organization that can never be trusted. This is an organization that promised to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in written that they will never be political. And we know that the RSS is the founder of is the organization to which the BJP and all its reporters, all its leaders report. They take accountability from the BJP. The BJP fulfills the RSS agenda, and they seek report cards from the BJP. So it lied to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel about it being non-political. Now, while the fangs were hidden, they have come out in the open. But let me ask a very pertinent question with regards to this situation, this cover page in the Organiser magazine. A former chief minister in Karnataka has quit the BJP. Former deputy chief ministers quit the BJP. Another former deputy chief minister has retired, quit the BJP. A sitting MP in Karnataka has quit the BJP. 40 rebels in fray in one state of Karnataka.
Right.
Some of these have come to the Congress. What does the RSS have to say about these people? Where in Karnataka they have such a massive load of leaders that are leaving the BJP. BJP kare to chamatkar, koi aur kare to gunegar. Second thing, I have a dare on your show. I will shave off my hair on live television. If the RSS representative, Raj Lakshmi ji, for my lot of respect, can promise that the next RSS chief will be from the OBC or Dalit community. Just promise that. The RSS is a non-inclusive organization. It is completely non-inclusive. If so, let them say that the next chief is an OBC or Dalit, and I will accept it right now on this show.
Raj Lakshmi, do I need to say more? Please respond.
No, as far as the dare goes, I'm in no way a representative of neither the BJP nor the RSS. So I couldn't take a call on that matter. So I mean that dare, Tehseen can make it to whoever he wishes to, but I am not in a position to comment on that. So this is this cover that I can see, I would look at it as a comment rather than something like a call for people to be quitting the Congress, because this is a commentary. This is a comment on what is happening. And as far as what is happening in Karnataka is a result of the ticket distribution. The ticket distribution obviously was happening on the basis of whatever internal surveys the BJP had vis-a-vis, they had, obviously they have multiple candidates for every seat. So whoever they found best for every seat, they have offered the ticket to them. So it is not to be taken for granted that somebody who has been maybe a 5-time or a 6-time MLA, that person should be continued to be given a ticket, whether even if somebody else is younger, fresher, more capable of doing the same task, then I think that the BJP is very well within their own rights to be giving the tickets to whoever. And if the disgruntled people are quitting and leaving, that is a different thing. But then, you have seen multiple cases of where sitting MLAs, sitting MPs have quit the Congress and they have gone over to the BJP and to other parties also. So that is something that, and in fact, that has happened right in the middle of the Bharat Jodo Yatra by Rahul Gandhis. So that is the commentary that is being made. That what exactly was the outcome of this Bharat Jodo Yatra? So are people taking it seriously? Are people actually following it? And is that the reason why people are getting into Congress Chhodo so that they can do Bharat Jodo? So this idea of Bharat Jodo that the Congress Rahul Gandhi especially had, I don't think that is resonating very well with all the Congress leaders. See, people, people, even senior leaders, even young leaders, dynamic leaders, they are quitting the party. So if the Congress doesn't want to recognize it, if they want to have their head in the sand, that is not the problem of the BJP. And that is not something, that is not the BJP is doing.
Right. Tessim, obviously we have to discuss, on a lot of aspects on how Rahul Gandhi has been training his guns on the RSS as well, along with the BJP. But what Rajlakshmi is mentioning as of now, the steam, as far as it is concerned, it appeared to be building when we entered this year. When we entered 2023, obviously Rahul Gandhi was finishing his Bharat Jodo Yatra. There was something, even the fiercest of critique would say that the Congress was making a mark. But what happened? Is it the disqualification part that has dented the Congress, or is it something else that is not just correct with the Congress?
No, the Congress is not dented at the moment. In fact, the way I see the Congress is in its strongest position to be, strongest in the recent times. Okay. And I'll explain to you why. One of the states where Bharat Jodo went from was Karnataka. And in this election, you will see the impact of Bharat Jodo, because so far, after Bharat Jodo, wherever elections were held, Bharat Jodo didn't really go to those states. It's gone to Karnataka, and I think the effect will be seen there. I've just come back from Karnataka, and I can safely tell you today on your show, and I'll join you on 30 today, the Congress is crossing 130 seats in Karnataka. So that is the impact of Bharat Jodo, and that is why the government is so rattled. That is why the RSS is so rattled. Because now people are uniting against the idea of tyranny, against the idea of hate, against the idea of violence. And people have realized, especially after Ram Navami, that states where the BJP is weak, suddenly violence comes out there. So you please see the pattern. Everywhere in this country where there is violence, on the other side of that violence is BJP. On one side, you could have, say, the left or the TMC or a particular religious group, say the Muslims or something. But the other side, the constant in every riot is the BJP supporters, every riot. So now people have realized this, and they don't want that. And the great state of Karnataka is going to begin the end game of the 2024 BJP dream.
Tessin, I have a question for you, and I just want to bring it back into the ambit of the organizer saying, something, making a very political statement. Why do you think, in this world of whataboutery, that, whether it's Murasole in Tamil Nadu, whether it is Organiser, whether it is any other magazine, which really should be speaking about other issues rather than making direct political comments, it's become so. That's why it's called a mouthpiece. I mean, leave that to the political parties to deal with, or people, journalists like us, who can perhaps do a better or a good or whatever job. But then why are these magazines representing something which is political? Don't you think that this is pulling all your weight and might? Because all of them are very insecure at some level, Tehseen.
Yes, Sudhaji, it's absolutely true. And the agenda of the RSS is now slowly being implemented by the BJP, which is why certain states are so scared. What was the major discussion last in Parliament? Southern MPs were raising that this number of seats that they're going to expand in the new Parliament that is being constructed by the Honorable Prime Minister, which states are going to get more seats? States that did not control population, states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, my state of Maharashtra that actually control population are at a loss. The northeastern states, who's going to get more seats?
Right.
Now you please see, why is the Nandini issue happened in Karnataka? Because the RSS agenda is to unite all these cooperatives, and that's what the Honorable Home Minister said. Do you know, Sudhaji, and you will know because I have a lot of respect for you as a journalist, do you know even a circular had come out by the Milk Federation of India asking for the word curd to be put in Hindi until Tamil and Karnataka politicians had to object? So this is the agenda of the RSS, an organization that could lie to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. You think they're not going to lie today? And do you know what Rajendra Prasad ji said about the RSS on 12th December 1948? Rajendra Prasad ji, writing to the then Prime Minister and the then Home Minister Vallabhbhai Patel and Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, says the RSS is a fascist organization that uses violent means to achieve its goal. This is the first president of India.
Right. You know, Pankaj, that's what, you know, I somehow feel that this entire, from a socio-cultural organization,
right,
you know, to make such a clear political statement is a kind of a shift. I'm sure that old RSS people would also be wondering at this time. So,
absolutely.
yeah, so that is one of the issues that, you know, perhaps you could ask
well, Rajalakshmi,
ji.
yeah, I would like to rope you in here. What Sudha and Tehseen are mentioning, obviously, we saw, you know, RSS in its full glory just a few months back in Jaipur, and the resolutions that they adopted was also about reaching to the grassroots members, grassroots people, and giving them the benefits that it stands for. Now, being an ideological body, why go political, especially at this time?
You know, Pankaj, the RSS has forever been at the receiving end of Rahul Gandhi's barbs, and you know, forever they've been talking about. Yeah, did you say something?
No, please carry on.
Yeah, so they have always been at the receiving end of all the barbs and all the attacks, and you know, for whatever reason, they have always been attacking the RSS. Instead of looking at their own house, instead of setting their own house into order, what they keep doing is they keep talking about how RSS is this, they keep talking about it as some poisonous kind of an organization, whereas RSS is something that, you know, I have firsthand, I have witnessed how the RSS has been selflessly into all the, you know, social work, especially during the COVID, especially during the lockdown. All these times, you know, I have seen how they have never distinguished between whether a person is whatever caste, whatever religion. They have never looked at that. I have personally seen that. So when somebody keeps talking about them as somebody who is always brewing hate, etc., etc., I think that actually the RSS was at some point, they are bound to give some kind of a response to it.
Yeah,
saying that this is how your house is, and you are constantly talking about us, and that is not going very well with all the voters. It's not going very well with their own leaders.
Rajalakshmi,
so that is not actually finding resonance.
So Rajalakshmi, there is no doubt, you know, we remember Charkhi Dadri, we remember how the Karyakartas, you know, of the RSS, they worked. There is a flood, you see them. There is a natural disaster, we see them.
Yeah.
So therefore, I feel that it becomes more relevant that, you know, they keep to that. I'm not saying that they have no right. Of course, this country is free, you have the right. But because they do all this, what is called socio-cultural, you know, if some girl children have to be educated, so on and so forth. So my question is that if you're so brilliant at doing what you do, and you are that organization which was formed, I think, in 1925, if I'm not wrong, why jump into politics? Because you're not going to fight elections. I mean, if you read the history of RSS, whether it was Guruji, whether it was Hedgewar, they were all mighty against active politics, Rajalakshmi.
No, what I was saying is, that, when somebody is constantly at the receiving end, there is no reason why they should not be actually giving any kind of a response or any kind of a justification for what exactly is the truth. So this, they've just put across all the facts, and I don't see anything wrong in that. If it was any kind of a campaigning or any kind of a misinformation or even some kind of a manipulation, that was a different thing. They put across the points that these are the reasons why these particular leaders, in fact, these leaders are disgruntled. So the Congress, instead of actually introspecting as to why the
Right.
leaders are quitting their own party, they
Right,
always keep
Rajashri.
talking about how the RSS is hijacking them. I mean, that is something that is not going to save their house. They have to be left with some party
Right.
for
I
them to
think Tasim also wants to make a point here, Rajashri. Yes, Tasim, please go on. And I just to add to it, Rahul Gandhi, be it obliquely or directly, has been attacking RSS as well. Is this something that RSS is hitting back at this time? Is that so?
Who are they to hit back? What is their locus? I mean, as per them, they are an unregistered organization and they're not registered.
Right.
So they should, I mean, and I blame the Congress for this. 60 years of governance, they are not registered. Where do they get their funds from, their money from? Nobody has any idea. Where is the record of their members? Nobody has any idea. So who are they to hit back? Why do they get this airtime, government, land, or whatever that they get? It's unbelievable how some things can go on in our country like this. But let me ask a larger question, which nobody is asking. If they are such a socio-cultural organization, why is no chief ever been a Dalit or an OBC? That's a simple question. Since they work without discrimination, tell them, why can't they make a Dalit fellow citizen or OBC fellow citizen the RSS chief next time? Can I tell you something? Parivarvad exists even in the RSS. Even in the RSS. Forget BJP. The current RSS chief, Mohan Bhagwat ji, his father was a pracharak of the RSS, whose book Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji released when he was the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat. Parivarvad is even in the RSS, and they are out to lecture people. I mean,
Right.
sometimes I find that I find this strange, but I've seen
Right.
stranger things in life.
Tasim, Rajashri, thank you to both of you, and thanks indeed to Sudha for being here and sharing the insights on the latest salvo from the RSS on the Congress. Thanks for tuning in. More news and updates continue here on News 9 Live.